In this video, I'm going to go over a 2-session process for you to test your max in any given exercise. So the percentage of weight that you'll add will differ depending on the exercise, but the general principle is that you're going to work up in large but manageable increments, so that you find a range in which you can do the bottom threshold of the range and you cannot do the upper threshold of the range. The second session, you'll come back and you'll test the upper threshold again, after warming up, of course. And if you can do that, cool, we're going to say that's your max. You might be able to do a bit more, but we're going to say that's your max. If you can't, which is more likely, you're going to work your way down in smaller increments. I'm staying away from saying like a given percentage of body weight, because this is obviously going to be very different depending on the movements that you're doing. For a weighted pull-up or a weighted dip, I would recommend doing 20 to 25% body weight for every set that you'll add additionally. So first set, I'll add 20%. Second set, I'll be adding 40% total, or an additional 20%. Same goes for weighted dip or even a 2-arm hangboard max hang. But it's obviously going to be very different if I'm adding, or if I'm doing a single arm max hang. So for a single arm max hang, I might add like 2 pounds, or then 4 pounds, and then 6 pounds, and so on and so forth. So it's going to be very different depending on the exercise. But the general principle that will work for any time you're testing your max in any given exercise is to work up in large but manageable increments, such that you find a range in which you can do the bottom half or the bottom threshold of the range, and you cannot do the upper threshold of the range. So you know your max must sit in this range. And then the next time you come back, you just shorten that range down until you find, okay, my max is probably right here. One more thing, I wanted to add that you can use a rep max calculator, like the one I'll put in the description, to estimate what your X rep max is based on your X rep max. It only really works between like 1 and 10 reps, but you're not going to be really testing anything above a 5 rep max. But just if you wanted to know, like, okay, I just did a 2 rep max, what is my hypothetical 1 rep max, or what is my hypothetical 5 rep max, and then use that information to determine what your working set is going to be, then you can do that.